Hello everyone, welcome to my show. I am the Empath, and today is the first episode of New Year's resolutions. Well, technically the second because of the one that I did before, but that's beside the point. So the thing with this series is that it's all about the New Year's resolutions that I've made, and this is my own way of helping me to keep up with them. So I have a list that I've made, and it will expand as the year goes on, most likely, based on what goals I have for myself. So it's not just New Year's resolutions, but it's kind of a goal list sort of thing, and I figured it'd be helpful for me, and maybe it would inspire some of you. So let me just begin with my list. So the first thing that I have on my list is finances. I want to be better about how I spend my money, and so I'm going to try to keep it on a budget. And the other thing about this series is I'm going to report my progress on each thing each day. So with finances, so far not quite as good. I did have a splurge thing today, and that was this little gift for myself, this mask, which I showed off in my Christmas presents episode. So yeah, but still, it's alright, and I decided that it was worth it, though that does take a hit at my finances. So not the best, but I haven't really spent. I think that was the only thing that I spent today, so not terrible, I guess. So next thing is part of the finances. I want to save up for my desktop. So that's something that I want out of 2016, is I want to be able to have my desktop. It's been something that I've been putting off because it's a lot to save up towards, and it's not intentionally putting it off, it's just I keep splurging on other things and I don't have the money for it. So that's my next thing. I want to stand up for myself more. I let a lot of people walk all over me. I particularly realized this, like, as if I didn't already know it, I particularly realized this while I was working at Bush, because of all the people who try to stop for pictures with Frosty, and I just be like, okay, you can do a quick picture, and so I'm done. I'm tired of letting people walk all over me all the time. I mean, acquiescing to people is one thing. Letting them walk all over me, I'm tired of it. I need to not worry so much about hurting other people's feelings and worry more about standing up for myself, being self-respecting. And that's a bit of advice that a number of you could stand to take, not as an offense, but just stand up for yourself. You need it. You deserve it. Everyone deserves to stand up for themselves enough, but that doesn't mean don't acquiesce to people at times. Sometimes you have to do that as well. Moving on, keeping things tidy, keeping things organized, that's a thing for me. And you can't see my room, and I'm not going to show it to you because I'm not proud of it, but I did do some work on it, and I am proud of that. So my intention is to keep things like my workspace on my desk, my bed, my room, and the rest of the house, because I'm taking a little bit of ownership of it because I cleaned it for my mom. I want to keep everything tidy, so if I at least focus on keeping everything tidy, that will make it a lot easier on everyone else, and it'll make it easier on me because everything's tidy, everything's organized, and then it's fantastic. So that's a goal for me. YouTube. I want to keep up with YouTube, and I want to do it regularly, and so far, I'm not doing terribly. I am doing things later at night, which makes me tired, and also a bunch of other things, but so far I'm keeping up with it. I just need to work out a schedule, keeping time with it, and with the job that yesterday was my last day, but I don't know. It will be something that I will have to work into my plans to maybe try to put it so that I'm not doing it basically the beginning of the next day. So that's my intention for that, and so far I'm doing decently. I'm proud of it, and that's already boosting my morale, and it's making things easier. Another thing is I want to be happy. I noticed with 2015, there was a lot that I wasn't happy with. I didn't have nearly as much time as I wanted with Alex when we were still dating, and then that ended, I let so many things get me down. There was racism, there was sexism, and all of it just letting it depress me and weigh me down. And it just made 2015 not a very good year for me. And I don't want that. I want 2016 to be a good year. Something about it just rings as it could be a good year. It should be a good year. And realistically, every year should be a good year. So I'm going to try to give that a shot and keep that in mind, and hopefully doing that as part of this daily YouTube series will help me with keeping a positive look on life. But we'll see how things go. We'll see how 2016 goes. I'm optimistic. I want to brush my teeth regularly. It is something that I don't do as regularly as I should, and my teeth surely have suffered for it. I am trying to get myself in the habit. So again, that's something I'm hoping will be a lot easier since I'm doing this regular thing. So I'll be like, okay, I'm about to sit down and make this video. Let me make sure that I go do that. Speaking of things along that line, working out. Now, I'm not terribly upset about my physique, except for one part, and that's my pecs. It has been a long-standing issue because, warning, I'm going to be lifting my shirt real quick. Just figured I'd give you that real quick. If you don't want to, then just like look down and I'll tell you when you can look back up. But there is this part of my chest. It's this divot in my chest that sinks in. Like if I was laying down, you could put water or do body shots or something in it. Alright, my shirt's down, you can look up again. I know it's an issue for some people, and I was only showing it because it's a part of my body, and quite frankly, there are some of those things that I think should be allowed, but that is a topic for a different day, a different video, etc. So there's this divot in my chest, and it makes it so that my pecs don't really stand out. If there was anything for them to stand out, I wouldn't know because I've got a divot in my chest, so I don't know how to define it. So I'd like to at least do pectoral workouts like push-ups, so that I can flush out the rest of my physique. Because I'm alright with my abs, I'm alright with my arms, I'm alright with my legs, and I'm doing pretty decently with my face. It's just the pecs, really. That's the only part of myself that I'm not really comfortable with. So, yeah. Rambling. As you notice, I'm talking a little bit faster, and I'm not so much stumbling over myself with this video, and that's because I'm trying to focus on my aspect of rambling. I ramble a lot, and I'm trying to keep it down to this is the point. I don't need to be saying much more than this. And then the last thing I have on my list, again, I'll be adding more to this list, but the last thing that I have for now is I want to take more responsibility, which means doing chores around the house, taking care of something that I see needs to be done just wherever. I want to be a more responsible individual so that people look at me and they rely on me and they trust me. That's something that I want. And if there was going to be something I would add, I want to be kept to my word. If I make a promise, I want it to be something that I'm going to keep dead on. I also want to be better about my memory. So those are two things that I'm going to add to my list. I want to be accountable, and I want to... And I'm stumbling over my words here, so there you go, rambling. I want to be accountable, and I want to remember things better. Wow, I'm just acing this so far. But yes, so that is my list. If you want to list your New Year's resolutions, then go on down, put them down in the comments. Another thing I think I'm going to put in there is, oh, I did forget, oh, yes, I forgot one. I need to read my Bible more. Well, not so much, I want to read my Bible more because I think I'm a better person when I do. I'm not saying people are better when they read their Bibles or read a Bible or whatever. I think I am a better person when I read my Bible because I use it as a guidebook and I see, here's something to do. These people messed up, how about we do the right thing? That sort of thing. So I feel like I'm better for it. And I like doing it. It is something that I feel is good for me. It is healthy for me. So I want to read my Bible more, and I want to pray more. I want to come up with a list of things to pray about regularly and things to pray about for an instance or for a time. Like if someone is having trouble with something or somebody wants help with something, and then I could pray about that. So I want to do that. I think it is something important for me. I believe in my God. I'm not going to force my beliefs onto you, but it is something that has significance to me and meaning to me. So there we have it. That is the first segment of this series, and I think it went pretty well. I think I kept the rambling down pretty well, and I'm proud of myself for that. So I think that will end it. I'll wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. I know that you could have better things to do, so I appreciate that you took the time to watch me. Go ahead and leave a like or favorite if you enjoyed it that much, and subscribe to become a VIP today, and I will see you all next time, and I hope you have a great day.